Hey, this is Mike. I am in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Judd Kuhn Chevrolet, and I'm checking out a 2015 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 with the 4.3 liter V6 regular cab. So this is kind of more of a basic regular cab truck, more traditional pickup truck, and kind of battling the weather. It's a little bit off and on rain, but I'm dedicated to providing you the information. So let's check it out. The regular cab Chevrolet truck, this one in particular, has the steel wheels, has pretty good amount of rubber, 17-inch steel wheels, the Bridgestone tires. Give you a profile shot there. And it has the four-wheel disc brakes. Let's take a look at the front. All blacked out grille, all plastic, rugged, easy to keep clean. You know, you're not afraid to scratch it or anything like that. You're actually a truck that you're going to use for work. And it has the halogen reflector headlights in the traditional Chevrolet fashion. As you can see, all the other trucks have that same styling. So let's go ahead and take a look over here. Here's a window sticker, by the way. Okay, let's look in here. Here's the inside of the passenger door. Has really convenient pocket storage areas there. You got this little shelf here. You got a little place to put stuff there. And then you have two bottle holders and then a big storage area there. Really handy. Then you got some little bit soft to the touch surfaces here. The rest of it's mostly hard plastic since it's a work truck. So it stays rugged and stays clean. Highly recommend the rubber mats in the floor since it's a work truck. You got the manual adjustments here on the seats, cloth seats, and behind the seats there's like nothing, no storage areas. So let me just show you that. Let's see if I can hold on a second. So you can see nothing back here. Like, you know, maybe you can put an umbrella or something, but it's not really designed to have any storage in the back of the truck. Alright, so it does have the little glove compartment there, a little bit bigger glove compartment there, and I like that little one so you can kind of have a quick access, because the regular glove compartment typically gets cluttered up. So if you have this one just for quick access stuff or regular stuff you're going to use on a regular basis, that's pretty cool. And it's lockable too. The top one is. It does have a handle there, and you could put steps on it if you want, if you know, make it a little bit easier getting in and out of the truck. Let's take a look back here. Has a locking tailgate, which is very handy. So especially not only to keep people from, you know, stealing your tailgate or, you know, stuff out of your bed of your truck, but also if you were to have like a cover off the back of your truck, locking tailgate is essential, so that way it completely locks it up. So looking at the bumper, you can see it has these steps here, so you can get up and out of the truck a lot easier. So I typically grab here and then step up there and then get in the truck, of course with the tailgate down. Let's go ahead and drop the tailgate so we can see what it looks like. This one in particular has the plastic bed liner, which is fine, but you know, I would definitely consider the spray-in bed liner as an upgrade if you wanted to do that. All right, then you've got your tie down, more traditional type tie downs there. And it does have a backup camera, by the way. I know you probably didn't notice this. A little tiny lens there, hidden. But I'll show you that when we get on the inside. towing package can be added to this vehicle if you wanted to. And you got your spare tire down here. Your fuel door is on the driver's side, which is very convenient. That's my preference anyway. And this is the, it does have the ability to use E85 gasoline, so you can use up to 85% ethanol and it'll run fine. You got the little tether here and a little place to put the tether, so it hangs the gas cap away from the truck so it doesn't scratch your paint there on the side, and it just kind of keeps it out of the way. This is pretty cool. I've always liked the way Chevrolet has this. It's a little wide angle mirror there so you can check your blind spots easier, but it's built in the glass, so it's not actually sticking out. You look at it, you're like, you know, it looks like it's sticking out, but when you touch it, it's completely flat. I think that's pretty cool. So let's take a look under the hood. Oh, it's covered. It's covered up with plastic, pretty much completely covered up, almost. Well, you can see a little bit of stuff there on the side. It's the 4.3 liter Ecotec 3 V6, and the Ecotec is a really popular engine that gives you a good horsepower and will still give you some fuel economy as well. And a smooth, quiet running engine as well. You probably can barely hear it, especially with the hood shut. Alright, so let's take a look on the inside in a little bit more depth. So here's what the key looks like. It's just a regular old-fashioned type key, I guess. And then it's got this little key fob with the door locks, like so. So let's go ahead and start it up and see what it sounds like. Alright, so here I am on the inside, and since it's a regular cab truck, there's not a lot, there's like hardly any room behind the seat. And so basically, with the seat all the way back, and the back part and the bottom part seat all the way back, it's just about right for my height. I'm 6 foot tall, so it's just about right as far as the pedals and everything. And I'm not scrunched up at all, really, but it's no extra. So if I was like 6'2" or something like that, or any taller than 6 foot, it would probably be an issue. But I don't know, it depends. Some people have different body structures or whatever, but definitely want to sit in one and make sure that you're going to be comfortable. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. I'll give you more of a broader look here. And it's a little bit of raining off and on today, so hopefully it won't be too noisy. So right here on the driver's door, we have the power windows, and they are automatic, so I can just push that down and get rained on. But it will go all the way down and all the way up by pushing it one time. And then you got your door lock controls, and then your side mirror controls are here. You just have to pick a side, left or right, and then you have the adjustments there. Then you just put it back in the center, so that way you don't accidentally mess up your adjusted mirrors. Alright, you see it's raining now, good. Okay, so your headlight controls, it does have the automatic features. You have off, automatic, and then your parking lights, and then here's your headlights. I like the automatic feature because you don't have to really think about it. And then your gauge dimmer switches here, so you can have brighter or dimmer gauges with that button. Alright, so let's take a look at the steering wheel. It has a synthetic, kind of a one-piece synthetic steering wheel, which has very good thickness and good texturing. It kind of has a simulated leather texturing here. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on it. Right there. And that's really good for not only a good grip, but it just feels good. And also, like, say if your hands are maybe sweaty or dirty, or it's a little bit slippery, that texturing helps give you a better grip. So the only buttons we have on the steering wheel is your cruise control, and you just have to make sure you turn it on. Make sure it's turned on with this button, turn it off with that button, and then you can change your speeds, and then you can resume there. Alright, your windshield wipers, which would be handy today since it's rainy. Look at that. You can control those here. And let's go ahead and see how they work. It's pretty good since it's raining. And then of course there's your turn signal and everything. Your four-way flashes are here. Right here is a little pocket there, but you notice right here, this is, a lot of cars are kind of including this feature where a place to put like a credit card or something. I'm not really sure why you would want to have a credit card there, or maybe it's some kind of I'm not really sure what those are really for. Maybe there's some kind of card that you would need for work, or I'm not really sure, but maybe you can tell me. I'm really curious about what you would put in there. Business card or a credit card, or some kind of card to maybe a hotel card or something like that. I'm not really sure, but please clue me in here, because I'm probably there's something I'm not thinking of, because I don't have that experience. But maybe you can tell me what you would actually put in the vehicle with these little credit card slots. If you actually put a credit card to it, let me know. Let's take a look at the gauges here. Okay, so we have the RPMs there to the left, speedometer there to the right, and at the very top, across the top, you have the battery voltage, the engine coolant temperature, fuel gauge, and then your oil pressure. Now you notice on the fuel gauge it has a little pump there with a little arrow showing you which side the fuel door is on, which is really cool. And then there in the center you have a digital speedometer, and also you have the digital compass, odometer there in the center, and then you have the what gear you're in. Now I've actually changed this screen by using this knob, and you can cycle through different trips, and then your fuel range, average fuel economy, tire pressure, oil life, transmission fluid temperature, which is good to know if you're really working this truck hard, and then engine hours, and then you can change it from from US units to metric system. And then there's a blank screen in case you just don't want anything on the screen. Then it'll cycle back to the digital speedometer. Okay, so to the right side we have the column shifter, and the column shifter, just kind of standard. Let me go ahead and let me show you one thing real fast. It has the trailer tow button here at the end, so that way you push that if you're pulling a trailer or something. And then you have your this is for cycling through the gears. So let me go ahead and put it down in reverse first of all. And once I do that, you'll notice that the backup camera pops up here on the screen with the guidelines there, and it's pretty easy to see. The colors are really good, popping out through the camera, so you can kind of differentiate everything. But also, let me continue down here, neutral, drive, and then you go down into manual mode. And manual mode is where you can actually cycle through the gears using the plus and minus. This would be handy if you need to downshift, say going like downshift if you're going down a hill or something like that. Okay, so here's the radio, and it's got this little color screen right here, but it's not a touch screen, so none of these are, not be able to just touch them and go into each setting. But you notice it has these little icons similar to what you would see in a computer. And so to get to a particular one, you see this one's illuminated a little bit, but I'm going to kind of scroll through with this little knob to show you how do you select it, and you can keep on scrolling. It goes to the next screen. There's a little bit more, has the Pandora there. Okay, so right now it's showing audio, phone. Let's go ahead and go to audio, so you can see what that screen looks like. This is just what your radio is doing, and you know, right now we're in FM 99.5. All right, let's go back here to the home screen again. Let's go to phone, and this is where you can pair your device by pushing pair. Now this is where you would actually push this button. If it's down here, then these buttons correspond with it. But let me go ahead and go back. Go to OnStar navigation. Now, you would think that navigation is actually in the system, but actually OnStar navigation is through OnStar. So you would literally push a button up here on the rearview mirror, talk to an operator, tell them where you want to go, and they'll put the instructions onto your, like in real time, put the instructions onto your vehicle, and it'll kind of take you through to that particular place. So it's not actually something that you would have in your vehicle all the time, and you know, it's one of those things where it's always up to date. Alright, so and you can go into settings, you can change stuff. Pandora, this is a internet radio program that you can have on your, as an app on your phone, and it plays through your phone and uses the data from your phone to play music, so you can play music that way. Alright, so those are the kind of the main features there, and it's really easy to kind of scroll through and choose what you want. Then you can change through, like say here's your CD down here, your CD player. You can change through tracks there, you can eject it. You can also change through you know, stations and stuff there. You got your volume there, change through your stations. This would be like, you know, skipping to the next the preset, but this would actually be manually changing through the stations there. Alright, so your climate control is down here. You have the fan speed, the temperature, where you want the air to blow, your front and rear defrosters, or your front and your side mirror defrosters actually, and then your you know, recirculate the air and all that. So down here is your traction control switch. You can turn it off. Default is always on, but if you need to turn it off, let's say you're stuck and you need to spin tires or something like that in the snow or mud, you can turn it off, and that way you have more control over spinning tires. Here is the there's a cargo light in the back of the bed. It's actually at the top of the cab, and it's aiming down at the bed. You could turn that on and off here. Alright, let's take a look at the rearview mirror, and we've got the, see if I can get the, see to focus on it. Okay, so it's got the OnStar button there, and then the voice recognition to the left, and then the SOS is like for emergencies there to the right. And up here we've got some tap lights, so you can have a quick reading light on both sides, a little LED that illuminates. Now you can turn them both on with this button here. Turns all the lights on. You can have it to where the center position is when the door opens, the lights turn on, or you can actually turn that off if you want. Here's a place to put some shades. And then up here we've got the microphone for the Bluetooth system. Inside of the visor is pretty much, there's no mirror there. There might be one on this side, and yes, there is. Alright. Okay, so yeah, it's got great visibility since it's a regular cab, single pane glass there. So yeah, what do you think about this truck? 2015 Chevrolet Silverado, regular cab, 2-wheel drive. I like it. It's a it's kind of more of a traditional style pickup truck that you'd see you know, over the years, and some people just like that. And I think it's priced really good. As far as, you know, getting in a truck nowadays is a little bit pricey, but this gives you that option of having a good work truck without having something too fancy, and, you know, have a decent price. Alright, so anyways, if you have any questions, clarifications, if you have any experience with a vehicle like this, please let me know in the comment section. Maybe if you've taken one for a test drive or you're thinking about buying one, please just make a comment there, share your experience, share some information with everybody else. It helps me, but it also helps everybody else that watches this video, and it helps consolidate information for the next person that can maybe add their input. So anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you to Judd Kuhn Chevrolet for allowing me to show off an awesome truck, and I'll see you guys next time.